Okay, so when you think about payment systems in, say, online sports betting, what usually comes to mind, I bet for most of us, it's just, how you deposit money or how you cash out your winnings.
Kind of like the boring plumbing.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Just the mechanics of moving cash. Functional, but maybe not that exciting.
Well, today we're doing a deep dive that might actually change how you see that. We're looking at how these payment systems are being used in some really creative, almost transformative ways that maybe even the operators didn't fully predict. And we're going way beyond just talking about Visa or Skrill here.
Yeah, it's a really fascinating space
Yeah.
because what seems like just simple transactions, it's actually becoming a hotbed for innovation, driving a whole new kind of user experience.
Right. So let's jump into the first big shift, micropayments. I mean, imagine betting tiny amounts, like pennies, not just on the game outcome, but literally per play or per possession, maybe even per pass in a football game, that level of granularity.
Yeah, tiny rapid-fire bets. So what's making that even possible? Like, how can they process bets that small, that fast?
Well, that's where you get into some pretty cutting-edge tech. Things like real-time blockchain settlement systems. Or think about the Bitcoin Lightning Network. That's a good example. It's built sort of on top of Bitcoin, allowing for these super fast, almost free, tiny transactions.
Okay, like setting up a fast lane for small payments.
Pretty much. It bypasses the slower main network for each tiny bet. And that speed, that near-instant settlement, that's what unlocks this whole micro-betting idea.
And that instant feedback must completely change how you engage with the game.
Oh, absolutely. It shifts everything. It's not just placing a bet anymore. It's this constant stream of interaction. It taps into, basic psychology, making every single moment potentially a monetizable opportunity. It's granular, real-time, and frankly, it can be oddly addicting for some.
Because you're constantly involved.
Exactly. Constantly making micro decisions, getting instant results. It really reshapes the whole experience way beyond just the final score.
Okay, so that's micropayments, making things hyper-granular. But the evolution doesn't stop there, right? What's also really interesting is how these payment systems are starting to blur the lines. They're becoming more than just pipes for money. They're acting like actual rewards engines.
That's a great way to put it. Rewards engines.
Yeah, like maybe you get cash back, but instead of normal currency, it's crypto. Or these things called tokenized points you can bet again or even trade. Or picture this, a branded debit card linked to your betting account. You win, the money's instantly usable like regular cash, and maybe you even get loyalty bonuses just for using that card at certain shops.
Right. It integrates the betting funds directly into your everyday spending, but with added perks.
So let's clarify that bid tokenized points. What exactly are those? Are they like fancy loyalty points?
Kind of, yeah, but supercharged. Think of them as digital units of value, often running on a blockchain. So unlike old school points stuck in one program, these can often be, instantly rebet, maybe swapped for other cryptos or used for other digital stuff.
Yeah.
Much more flexible.
Okay, that makes sense. So how does building this kind of integrated reward system change things for the better? What's the real value prop there?
Well, it creates a much more continuous loop, a more integrated experience overall. You're not just interacting when you place a bet or cash out. You're constantly getting these little rewards. You have instant access to your funds. You get loyalty benefits. It builds a stickier relationship.
Right, it keeps you inside their ecosystem.
Exactly. It's about more than just winning or losing that one bet. It's the whole ongoing interaction.
That idea of seamless integration leads us nicely into smart contracts, especially on decentralized betting platforms. These aren't just logging the bet, they're actually managing the payment rules automatically, like a self-executing payment system almost.
Yeah, the code is the agreement and the execution.
Right, and the sources gave a really clear example. Say, you bet your team scores first. The moment they do, boom, the smart contract sees it and triggers the payout instantly. No waiting for a bookie, no delays, potentially fewer disputes because it's all coded in.
It sounds incredibly efficient, doesn't it? That direct automated payout.
It does. But, removing that traditional middleman, does that bring up other issues, maybe around, like, who's accountable if the code is wrong or how it's regulated?
That's a really critical question. It's a huge shift. You're moving trust from a person or a company to the code itself. So, yeah, it brings up big questions about governance. Who writes the code? Who audits it? How do you protect users in a system that's meant to be trustless?
So transparency is key, but you need checks.
Absolutely. Code audits, clear standards, user education, all that becomes even more important to handle these new complexities. It's fundamentally changing how trust works or, how it's potentially eliminated in betting.
Okay, and the last one we looked at is maybe one of the strangest but also smartest moves, this idea of cross-platform payment pooling.
Ah, yes, the shared ecosystem idea.
Yeah, exactly. Providers are apparently experimenting with systems where your payment wallet isn't just for the sports book. It connects across maybe their casino games, the sports book, and even totally separate things like entertainment platforms.
So breaking down the silos.
Yeah, like the example given was you place a bet on tennis, you lose. Okay, that happens. But instead of just losing, maybe you earn some kind of credit or token that you can then use to buy a digital collectible or get money off a concert ticket, something completely different.
It's a fascinating way to retain value for the user, even on a losing bet.
It totally blurs the lines, doesn't it?
It really does. It fundamentally changes what that digital wallet is. It stops being just a place to hold betting money. It evolves into more of an experience hub, like you said.
Hmm.
It expands the value and utility for you, the user, way beyond just the betting site.
Keeps you engaged with the brand ecosystem.
Precisely. It connects different digital activities, betting, gaming, collectibles, maybe even real-world events, all through that central payment system. It's about rewarding engagement across the board.
So when we wrap this up, the big takeaway seems to be the next time you're funding an account or placing a bet online, maybe take a second look. Because those payment systems, they're doing a heck of a lot more than just moving your money around. They're actually kind of quietly changing the whole game,
Yeah, they really are.
from how you engage moment to moment to how you get rewarded, even down to the fundamentals of trust.
And maybe the final thought to leave you with is this. We're seeing payment systems shift from just being functional tools to becoming these foundational building blocks for a whole new digital economy. Their evolution isn't just making transactions smoother. It's actively redefining how we interact with entertainment, with finance, and creating these interconnected experiences that, honestly, we're probably only just starting to scratch the surface of.